There are two ways, and I'm very hard line on this. There are two safe ways to buy a bow. Hey guys, welcome to the channel. If you've never been here before, my name is Trent, and I really appreciate you watching this video. If you have been here before, I appreciate you coming back. And guys, if you like the content that I put out, please don't forget to subscribe and ding that notification bell. You just click it. It lets you know when I upload new videos, and it really helps me grow this channel. And that's a huge goal of mine, and it's a goal that I can't complete without your guys' help. Now, the reason I'm making this video is I've been seeing a lot of posts on social media, especially Facebook, to be honest, where people are getting screwed over when they're buying bows. And it's unnecessary and it doesn't need to happen. In the past 6 years, I've probably bought and sold around 40 bows. I do a lot of buying, selling, trading. I like different gear. I make a little extra money or flip stuff or things of that nature, so I go through a lot of bows quite a bit every year. In all those transactions, I've only had 2 issues, and of those 2 issues, neither was somebody trying to screw me over. They were just happenstance issues. One was a limb issue where the guy didn't realize it was splintered when he shipped it. He abruptly took care of me, no problems. The second was the guy shipped it, it was damaged in shipping. Unfortunately, he didn't get insurance. I did have to file a PayPal claim on that, and I ended up getting the money. What happened was, instead of him refunding me for the bow and me sending it back, is he refunded me a portion of what I paid for it to help replace the limbs. And we came to a deal and an agreement, and I helped him out and he helped me out. We basically split the cost, and everybody was happy, as can be in that situation. I'm sure he wasn't super happy, but you know how it is, like that you did what you can to work it out. Anyways, in all those transactions, those are the only 2 issues I've had. I've never had anybody try to blatantly screw me over, because I always make sure I'm smart about the way I do things and protect myself. So what I'm going to do is it's a 4-step process basically to buying a bow. I'm going to go through all 4 steps, and I'm going to tell you how to protect yourself during each of them. So step 1 is finding the bow you want, and really the only thing you can do to protect yourself here is stick to areas that are trustworthy. So probably not a good idea to get on an arts and crafts Facebook group and buy a bow, but being in a buy, sell, trade archery group and buying a bow, probably a better idea. Things of that nature. 2, you found the bow you wanted. Now you contact the person selling it. We're going to talk about getting pictures, and we're talking about detailed pictures here. First things first, cams. You want this side, front and back, and you want this profile of the cam. What you're looking for is you're looking to make sure there's no bends in here and this and all of this down here on the outside edges, and you're looking for this to make sure the cams aren't warped or bent that way, top bent or bottom bent. Cam lean is okay, cam bend is not okay, and you do that for the top and bottom. The next thing you're going to be after on the cams is you're going to want pictures of all the different set screws for rotating mods or mod screws. You're also going to want pictures of draw stops, whether it be limb stops or cable stops. You want pictures of all of those things. For the set screws, basically you're just looking to make sure that they're not rounded out, because even though you can get out a rounded screw, it is annoying. And ask, don't be afraid to ask, are any of those holes stripped? Are they rounded out? It would suck to get a rotating mod bow and you need a 27-inch draw length, and the 27-inch mod hole is stripped out, but that guy didn't care because he was a 29. So always make sure you ask all of those questions. Same with the draw stops. Always make sure that those are there, and make sure there's not any stripped out screws or anything for the draw stops. After cams, you're going to want to look at limbs. For limbs, you want top and bottom profiles, one of this side, top and bottom. What you're looking for there is splintering. Splintering is the big one. And I've actually had guys go as far as sending me videos of them taking a cotton swab and running it along the limbs to prove that there's no splintering, which by the way is a good test. A cotton ball, run it on the limbs. If it snags, probably shouldn't buy the bow. I do that sometimes in pawn shops. Anyways, you're looking for splintering. If there's any splintering, either you need to negotiate with them to fix the limbs first, to cut you a deal so you can save some money to fix the limbs, or move on. Another thing you're looking for is checkering or cracking in the finish of the limbs. I've seen some bows that do this, and to me it's just an indicator of not a quality limb, so it's not necessarily that you shouldn't buy the bow, but if you do, be prepared to probably replace those limbs. It's just probably going to happen sooner than later. After that, you're going to ask for any pictures of marring or any marks on the bow. This includes if they mounted a rest and the set screw marred the finish on the riser, if they dropped the bow and it put a dent in the riser, if the quiver scratches the riser, if the HHA slider scratches. You want any kind of physical defects you want pictures of. You want to be aware of what you're buying before you buy it. Now, oh, strings. Strings are another thing. Get good pictures of the strings. Ask them how long it's been since the strings have been replaced. If you have a bow if you're buying a bow that's got 4 or 5 year old strings, you're probably going to have to replace them immediately. If you're buying a bow that's got 50 shots on a new set of strings, those should probably last you at least a year, maybe 2. So always make sure you get pictures of the strings also. After you got your pictures, we'll say you get all your pictures, everything looks good, you're ready to buy the bow. There are 2 ways, and I'm very hard line on this. There are 2 safe ways to buy a bow. 2. You walk up to the guy, you hand him cash, you take your bow and you leave. PayPal, goods and services. Not friends and family, goods and services. I understand that there is a 3%, very little, excuse me. There's a 3% fee associated with that. Usually it works like this. If the seller doesn't specifically say that you have to pay the PayPal fee, they're going to cover it. Now, I've had circumstances where they come back later and say, well, I said $190 and you sent me $182 or whatever the PayPal cut is. And I explained to them, well, that's the PayPal cut. And they say, well, we didn't negotiate. In my opinion, at that point, I will friends and family them $7 or whatever the difference is. And yes, I know I said buying $7 friends and family I can stand to lose. I can't stand to lose $700 friends and family. That's the difference. So, anyways, like I said, usually if they don't specify, they're paying the PayPal fees. If they do specify, just pay the 3%. It can save you a lot of heartache. It's not that much money. After you purchase the bow, the last part is them shipping it. You ship it, you get it, it's in great shape, it's everything you wanted. Good to go, transaction's done, move on with life. You ship it, there's no damage to or they ship it, you get it, there's no damage to the box, a limb is split. Contact the buyer, explain to them that there's a limb broken, explain to them that you're going to go to a shop and it's going to cost X amount of dollars to get it fixed and you would like them to pay for that. Or say, hey, I'm going to send you the bow back, I need you to refund me the money. If they refuse either of those options, file a PayPal claim. That's why you pay that 3% for goods and services. And don't negotiate, don't beat around the bush, just file the claim. Once the claim gets started, they tend to be more motivated to work with you. Let's say they ship the bow shows up, the box is beat all to crap, the bow is blown up in the box. And I've had that happen, by the way. Fortunately, in that circumstance, the buyer or the seller had insurance and it was very easy to square away. But you're going to contact the seller with pictures. Always make sure you contact sellers with pictures. Contact the seller with pictures. Say, dude, I got my bow today, it's exploded. Million pieces, like a grenade went off, the box is beat all to crap. I'm pretty sure they did it in shipping because we got pictures of what you sent before and it's definitely not what I received and the box is beat all to crap. You're going to take a ton of pictures of the box. You're going to send it to him. If he was smart, he paid for insurance when he shipped the bow. If he paid for insurance, he'll be able to file a claim, he'll refund you your money, or you'll figure out what it's going to cost to fix it. You guys can work that out however you do it, and he'll be able to file an insurance claim and get his money back. If he did not file an insurance claim, and this happens, and this is where everything always gets sticky, if he did not file an insurance claim, it is still his responsibility to either pay for that bow to be fixed or pay for that bow to be, or refund you for the bow and you ship it back to him. Period. It is the seller's responsibility to pay for that insurance, just like it's the buyer's responsibility to make sure that they pay with goods and services. If he didn't pay for the insurance, that sucks. A lot of times this upsets guys because really it's not their fault. And no, it is not their fault. It is the shipper's fault. But it does upset guys and you'll have to file a claim. But that's again why you paid that 3%. Really guys, that's it. Those are the 4 steps. That's how you protect yourself along all 4 steps. It's very easy. A couple quick things. Usually if the deal looks too good to be true, It is. If you're buying a brand new 2020 bow and they want 250 bucks, you're getting screwed. I don't care. It either fell off a truck or you're getting screwed. You want no part of either. So stay away from things that look too good to be true. Always make sure you're buying in appropriate places. Make sure you get plenty of pictures. Make sure you use PayPal goods and services or pay cash and pick it up when you pay cash. And then always make sure you have good communication with the seller after you get the bow. That's it, guys. That's how you protect yourself with when you're buying. And I know this is probably a boring video. If you watched all the way through, I really appreciate it. But I feel it was really necessary to put out there how to protect yourself so you don't get screwed over, and so you're also not afraid to take advantage of good deals available on social media. As always, guys, I thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you on the next one. Peace.